19 of MLB 20. Despite since you guys didn't get a new episode yesterday. Um, so as you guys may know, you guys are not getting a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla till next Tuesday and Wednesday. So I thought I would bring something close and get a break from Valhalla till next Tuesday and Wednesday. So that way most of us don't have a problem between that. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 20 every Tuesday, every 1 to 2 days a week, be sure to hit that red support button. Stay connected, guys. Tweet it out, comment, share it. As good as you guys can. Add it to a playlist as good as you guys can. Between the two groups that I'm always part of, and that would be Runny Egg and Tuba. If there's anybody in the chat tonight, like I said, no Assassin's Creed Valhalla next Tuesday and Wednesday. There's anybody in the chat that has a Twitter. First thing about Twitter, guys, you guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. And say to Zach Dawson, the numbers are always the same, 824-656-00 is always at the same time. You guys can give me your first and last name information between the numbers too on Twitter. If you guys also have a Discord, you guys can send me a friend request, tell me you guys said hello, and if you guys want to discuss anything about 2021, I'll let you guys know. You guys can tell me what your resolutions are for 2021 anytime you like in the chat. As long as whatever happens always happens between the few. And remember, guys, we watch our videos in full. We like them, share them, tweet them out, comment, stay connected. Making sure YouTube doesn't take your followers so far today, and making sure most of us are always like family, and that's always what it comes down to. If you guys want to vote for the idol, you guys can vote Aladdin at 30, Grace Solomon at 13. So you guys can vote at the any of the two up to next year. So like I said, guys, no Assassin's Creed Valhalla tonight. Next Tuesday and Wednesdays, Valhalla will be back next week. So it will be game 1 of 3. As it will be the 5 and 10 Tigers taking on the 8 and 9 Cleveland Indians. So in game 1 of 3, guys, in game 1 in Cleveland, on the mound for the 5 and 10 Tigers will be Spencer Turnbull. He has an 0-2 win-loss record with 14 strikeouts for 2.93 ERA. And on the mound for the 8-9 Indians in Game 1 in Cleveland will be Alan Cavale. Cavale has a 1-2 record, 22 strikeouts for 2.87 ERA. Rewind Davis, as always, guys, as we take it down to the ballpark tonight. IZ News will be a little more later on tonight once we get the first 19 to 20 minutes. So tomorrow, I'll tell you guys at the end tonight what's going to happen tomorrow. Remember, guys, right now I am off till Monday, so prior to New Year's. So on the mound for the 5 and 10 Tigers of the season in Game 1 Cleveland will be right-handed thrower Spencer Turnbull with a 2.93 ERA, has an 0-2 one-loss record between the few. And there's the starting lineup for the 5 and 10 Tigers as listed. Leading off first to be playing at center field. At center, Victor Reyes. Harold Castro is at DH as designated hitter. Zamir Candelario is at third. Johnson Scove at second. Lloyd Castro at short. Cesar Cron at first. At left field, batting seventh is Kobe Jones, between right-handed. Lloyd Bonifacio is at right fielder. He's batting eighth, between that few. And doing the catching in the ninth position is Jake Rogers, doing the catching. Hey, what's up, White Wolf? How you doing? Get one dislike, that's okay. So counts as watch time behind that. I hope we don't have plenty of the few going into 2021. So how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are well, staying safe, and always staying right at the moment, as we always do. So, how you doing tonight, White Wolf? It's good to see you. Welcome back in the chat. It's been a while. So White Wolf, you've been in the chat before, correct?
We are under the lights this evening.
But are you from Runny Egg or Tuba? The last time I really checked. But hit that like button for me, buddy. What's you been up to so far tonight? Well, so what's one, Runny Egg or Tuba? What's one of the two? I do know I'm always part of those two groups, forevermore going into the future. So on the mound for the A9 Tigers, actually A9 Indians, excuse me. is Aaron Seville. Making his fourth start, has a 1-2 record, 2.87 ERA, 17 hits, 4 walks, 32 strikeouts completely. So what group are you from, Runny or Tuber? Leading off first for the Tigers will be center fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes. 264, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. First pitch by Cavale. Like I said, new Assassin's Creed tonight, next Tuesday and Wednesday. So, 8-9 record for the American League Central. For the, gets the sign down. Here's the pitch. At the bottom, 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, you're from the UK, okay. So, is there a different kind of sport you're really in besides, baseball? I used to do other varieties between the schedule every week. You guys still get it for Howl every Tuesday, Wednesdays. Cyberpunk, you guys are getting that tomorrow. So I may have a little something exciting that I might do. But it all depends, really, in the chat. 1 and 2 from the stretch. And that will be ground ball to center field. Picks it up, and that will be a single. That's a single for the Tigers. Between a different virtual team. Oh, wait a minute. Besides baseball, what kind of... is there any other sports that's combined between that? Or not really? Runner first, nobody out. Gets signed down, Cavale from the stretch. You guys will get IZN News a little bit later on tonight. And that'll bring up Harold Castro, number 30, the Yates. Batting .228, a home run, and 4 RBIs. Oh, you, oh, Crazy Kev, okay. So let me guess, you changed your name a little bit? I mean, I remember you used to come in the chat before. I remember you used to be in the chat before. Runner first, we're gonna steal second. 1-1 from the stretch. At the bottom, two balls, 1 strike, and runner goes to second. Steal from first base to second. Oh my goodness. Oh, cricket? Okay. So when was the last time you've been in the chat, Kev? 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner second, nobody out. I mean, I know it's been a while since you haven't came back so far today, but it is good to see you back. Up next is Samir Candelario, batting .226. He's on deck. My opponent should be in the chat tonight, for sure. 3 and 1. To the left, 3 and 2. Oh, somebody copied your channel, so I had to change it. Damn straight, buddy. Ways you had to do what you had to do. So Kev, how was 2020 for you? Do you think this year would have been, do you think 2020 would have been a lot better if it wasn't for this virus, or what do you think? 3 and 2. And at the bottom, that's a strikeout. That's the second out, actually first out for the Tigers, excuse me. Runner will hold a second. Between aces and or other stuff that can make something by example. Well, it is good to see you back in the chat, though. It's been a while. But I do know, Running Egg is coming live tomorrow. So, he's gonna be live tomorrow. Tuber's going live in a couple days, besides tomorrow. Up next, Samir Candelario, .226, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs living in. Oh, not a problem. You're always welcome back anytime you like. You guys, you're always part of the family. With Running Egg, I'm always with Running Egg and Tuber. You know, Volko is always a sweet, she's actually a sweet woman. She got me started on Running Egg. Besides the other 2 stupid people that wants to be relentless and want to have respect for me. So one that starts is between the 2 names, but I for one am not going to say a name. 1 ball, 1 strike, Cavale. But you understand where I'm coming from, buddy. I for one am not going to try to say a name. But Kev, what do you think of my new profile pic on YouTube? It's the AEW icon. The icon Sting. What do you think? 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home.
I mean, do you like it, or do you like my Resident Evil 3 Nemesis better? Up next is Jonathan Scope, 263, 5 for 1s, 10 RBIs. But I end up finding a good image between coming out of Facebook that I had to research at this point. And it's good, I'll tell you. And that'll be Fireball to right center. Get under it and makes the catch. That's the second out for the Tigers. When the second goes to third. Between any player inside of that. But other than that, like I said, could be anything that's compliant to that. There's a starting lineup for the 5 and 10 Tigers as listed, with an average of 229, 11th in the American League. Hey, what's up, Mini Eddie? How you doing? Mini Eddie, you're from Tuba, correct? Tuba or Running Egg, I think. But how are you tonight? Welcome to the chat. Last night games had an 8 for 36 with an average of 222. Right on third, 2 outs. Guess a sign down. Cavale from the threats. And that'll be ground ball to third. Gets under it. Throws the first, and the inning is over. We go to bottom of the first inning. This is game 1 in Cleveland. Tigers nothing. Indians coming up to bat. Yeah, Rocket League is a fun game. I remember playing it plenty of times between 2 other consoles. And on the mound for the 5 and 10 Tigers will be Spencer Turnbull. Making his 4th start, has an 0-2 record. 2.93 ERA, 19 hits, 1 walk, 14 strikeouts. Well, what's he been up to, Eddie? Anything good? Or not really? Doo-wop for the Indians, beat Delino, DeSeals Jr. First pitch by Turnbull. And at the bottom, there'll be foul ball to left. No ball, 1 strike. So Eddie, what do you do on your channel, by the way? I mean, the last time I've ever played Rocket League, it's been a while. It's been a hell of a long time, but I remember I used to play it for PS3, I think. I mean, I used to, but it's actually been a long time. So, what it could have been between the other. 0-2. And that'll be pop up to close to the mound. Gets under it, makes the catch. 1 out for the Indians. I play Rocket League, I have loads of items on there. I remember I used to go to a high school in the past. Used to play Rocket League every Wednesday between esports, but I haven't been jumping in every Wednesday for it. I've just been focusing on you guys in the chat of the family and my job at Walmart at this point. So, that's what I've been doing. That'll bring up Cesar Hernandez, second baseman, number 7, coming in. 267, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs driven in. Keep an eye on the look at the time in the second. That'll be foul ball to right, 0-1. So Eddie, you're from Running Egg or Tuba. What's one of the two are you from? I do know Volko gonna be started with Running Egg for the most part. We're gonna get the news in a little while, in just another 5 minutes. Hey, what's up, Puddin'? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, beautiful. If you missed me, 1 ball, 1 strike. At the bottom, 2 balls, 1 strike. Remember, guys, you guys are not getting a new episode. You guys will have a new episode of Assassin's Creed by next week. It's Tuesday and Wednesdays. So, once we open 2021.
Hey Jessica, how are you?
Up next is Jose Ramirez, batting 232, 6 RBIs driven in. He's on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 ball from the stretch. Foul ball to home base, 3-2. But have you seen any baseball board games lately, Eddie? That a lot of people have been doing? Between the computer and the other stuff going on? I mean, I've seen plenty of people on YouTube, like say, I can mention a couple cool names. I'll tell you guys in a little bit after I see the news. And that'll be ground ball to third, picks it up. Defensively throws the first, and that is the second out for the Indians. Up next is Jose Ramirez, number 11, third baseman. 232, 6 RBIs. Like say, for example, payoff pits, inside pits, automatic baseball. I've seen plenty of people do it for a while. And people love it, and it's like, I mean, the way I see ID Zestu doing or RJL 518, I do have to give those two a shout out. And my good old friend El Red Sox fan, I've seen them play play some good baseball games, whether it's inside pits or anything exciting. It's like it's cards and dice between baseball seasons. You know, it's just like people are seeing what they're seeing. It's like you know what you're doing, and that's good. I mean, have you seen any projects from that, guys, on YouTube? And that's a strikeout. That's the third out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Indians. Go to top of the second. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians nothing, Tigers nothing. I mean, I've seen that happen a lot of times, I'm telling you. Due well for the Tigers to be Willie Castro. Batting 200, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs driven in. Double check time. IZ News will be in a few minutes. But like I said, you know, I was watching a chit chat of Dave Gardner inviting a Red Sox fan and Ron, and the special guest was RJL behind that. And I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do Automatic Baseball, PC Baseball behind that, and but you know, it's a great thing that they have these tools. That's a good thing. That's the first out for the Tigers. What is more popular, baseball or basketball in the States? Well, Crates Cav, it'd be one of two. But is it Miss Midnight, honey? Well, it would be one of two, buddy. I would think any sport that anybody plays is pretty much the popularity right there. Bottom 1-0. So hold on. Cav and Eddie, do you have my pun followed? Or not really? I'm gonna drop a link in a minute. There'll be foul ball to home base, 1-1. Remember, guys, as long as we stay connected together, most of us are always part of the family. You guys are always part of that too. 1-1. And that will be fireball to mid-center. Gets under it, and it'll bounce off the wall. And that will be a double. And that's a double for the Tigers. So double by CJ Cron. You guys can follow my point in the chat. Her goal is 300 by the end of 2021, guys. You guys can jump on that anytime we like. That's the way we do between somebody's channel. We've watched the video in full. Hit that like button, hit that red support button, and leave a good comment as always. Sign down. And that's the way it should be. But most of these baseball projects that these four do, it's good. Up next is Jacoby Jones, batting 200, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. Well, anyways, I've known him a Red Sox fan for a while. He's actually a good man. He's actually a nice guy that I can watch. That'll be fireball to center. Field gets under it and makes the catch. First out for the Tigers. Leonard Sen goes to third. Like I said, baseball projects are very nice at this point. I'm telling you. We got Tony Bonifacio, right fielder, number 57. Runner at third, 2 outs. I will go over to States to see NASCAR and Monster Jam. It looks awesome. I've watched it a lot. NASCAR I've watched a little bit, but it's just that these guys know how to race very well. They really do. I can name plenty of races, but as far as the others, Monster Jam, I really don't jump in a whole lot of that. I mean, especially somebody that I would know that would get something going for sure. But for me, I'm not a big fan. But it is real fun when it comes to Demolition Derby or something. The left, 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, guys, we're gonna get some news right about now. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, if you guys do have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter. It's Zach Dawson, as always, anytime you guys like. The J is capitalized, D is capitalized, the rest of first and last name is lowercase. 1 and 2. At the bottom, another strikeout. 3 outs in total, and the side is retired. We go to bottom of the second inning, game 1 in Cleveland. Tigers nothing, Indians nothing. Remember, guys, you guys can share me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment on Twitter. Stay connected together on YouTube. You guys can share me out on YouTube as well. But I always recommend Twitter. You guys can also do the same thing on Discord. Send me a friend request anytime you guys like. Give me your first and last name information on Twitter to the chat. To the left, 1-0. My send me a phone request. Tell me you guys said hello, and let me know if there's any questions about 2021 you guys want to ask. Whatever it's about the PS5 or anything, you guys are looking to see what's next on the channel. Which I haven't told some of you guys in the chat though. But you guys let me know. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And remember guys, between any video, we hit that red support button, hit that like button, we watch videos in full, to the left, swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Indians. Remember guys, we like videos, share them, tweet them out, stay connected, leave a good comment as always. And if you guys also want to vote for the idol, you guys can vote Aladdin at 30, Ray Soman at 13. You guys can give me your honest opinion between that for sure. Oh, you have a PS5, buddy? That's good. What do you think of the format? The bottom 0-1. Up next is Josh Naylor, number 31, the Yates, 196, a home run, and 2 ribbies. But other than that, you guys have any other questions about the channel, I'll tell you guys the good answers to what's going to happen. That's why I'm sticking, I'm always staying with Running Egg and Tuber. They know how to bring some good tools together, 0-2. And they really do. They do such a good job between any supporting on that. Well, good graphics, definitely. Puddin, you actually know what you have coming to you soon, correct? There'll be ground ball to right center. It's under it, and that'll be a single. A single for the Indians. Alright guys, we're gonna get some news. Remember guys, tomorrow is the last day of 2020. If you guys have any resolutions, press Kev, Puddin. Anybody in the chat, give me your resolutions for 2020. Anytime you guys have anything going on for that. Well, at least you finally have a Switch, honey. That's a good thing. I don't know when I'm going back to the Switch. It probably won't be anytime soon. I mean, I was going to get my hands on deck on getting Hyrule Warriors this year. But, maybe not. Maybe. You want our first one out? So, okay, guys, let's get to our first one. As we speak, and then not sure what the Xbox is like. Well, Kev, I did look inside of that. I looked at some of the previews on that, and the reviews on it. It did suit an 8 out of 10 for the X, and the S version. And the S version didn't do too bad. But the thing about the S version is that you guys can play PS2 games. I think it's not ridiculous. I think it's a good sort of thing. Stadia cannot, the way I see it. Okay guys, first article, 9 hours ago, for example. The Disney movie Soul. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the movie yet, coming out of Disney. Foul ball to right, 1 and 2. Now the thing, here's the thing guys, Soul edges out Wonder Woman 1984. And streaming debut of app downloads. I haven't seen both movies, but I do know a couple of them were good. It'll be ground ball to right. And that will be a single. That's a single for the Indians. Kev, have you seen Wonder Woman 1984 or Soul yet? Or not exactly. I mean, I've heard a couple of good things between each movie, but not as much. Especially Chris Pine, that is good looking as an actor. Between that and Star Trek. That'd be foul ball to right, 0-1. That'd be Tyler Naquin, number 30. First and second, 1 out. Gets signed down, 0-1. To the right, 0-2. GoldenEye. We guys can look at 5 fascinating things we learned about the Bond sequel. Not Bond, guys, James Bond. And the top 2 that are great is Frank Sinatra Jr. I don't know if he has played him, but I do know the only 2 that are good, by example, is what do you call it? But I'll tell you guys in a little bit. What's up, Tuber? How you doing? You see, Tuber's part of the family because Tuber, you got me started too, buddy. That'd be ground ball to center. We're gonna get under it. Throws the first. And that's the... Hold on. That is the second out for the Indians.
So now Carlos Santana.
Up next is Carlos Santana, first baseman, number 41. 208, 3 home runs, 6 ribbies, one over third. Second and third, 2 outs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of my top moderators, Tuber. How's it going tonight, Tuber?
Second and third, 2 away.
You see, Tuber and Ronnie Egg are always part of the family now. I'm in their groups forever. As monsters for the rest of my entire career. You see, Tuber is one of the honest guys that I know for a little while. Same with Ronnie Egg. And that's exactly what we do. 1 and 2. That'd be a ground ball to third. And it bounces off between defensively. And that would be an RBI single. As it strikes first, it's 1-0 Indians. First and third, 2 outs. Game 1 in Cleveland. So far, Tuber, my channel's been up and down, basically. But the only 2 that I can do here's the thing, guys. The only 2 that can give me as much as possible. You're looking at the one that's in the chat. That'd be Tuber. And the one and only Ronnie Egg. Is that right, Tuber? That'll bring up the catcher, Sandy Leon. Number 9. Well, like I said, work was good. But did I tell you what the good thing is, Tuber? I don't have to be back to work till Monday. Because I'm off the next 4 days for New Year's. And another thing too, Tuber, do you and Ronnie Egg have any resolutions for 2021? Anything exciting? Because I do know channel growing would be one thing, too. 0-2. And that would be pop up to home base, gets under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. We're gonna get the news back in a minute. We'll play 2 innings tonight, guys. Top of the 3rd inning. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 1, Tigers nothing. PS Plus games have already been announced for January by the next couple of days. Oh, so absolutely. Let me guess, am I one of them for the channel, Tuber? Please tell me I am. Please tell me I could be.
Here's the first pitch to him.
It's the pitch by Cavale. That'd be ground ball close to second. Gets under it. Throws the first. 1 out for the Tigers. So you guys may know there's 2 games that are coming for PS Plus. Like, for example, like say, we're gonna be getting the PS5 version. Take your time, Kev. We have to do between your phone. The PS5 version of Man-Eater. And the PS5 versions, Shadow of Tomb Raider and Greedfall. Now, Greedfall I remember playing, but I think it was kind of like a good sharing predicament. But you guys remember I used to do a switcheroo between that and Borderlands 3 back then. And that was earlier this year. So I don't know when I'm going back to that game for sure. So, I don't know. Want to know? The bottom, 1 and 1. But both of those 2 games are real good. They were special. I put some great content onto that, and either way, 1 and 1. Up top, 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But am I one of them in the chat, Tuber? Besides, you guys are always like family. You guys are always having the good starting for anything. That's a swing and a miss. That's the second out for the Tigers. Like I said, everybody is special once we get to 2021. You know, 2020, as I pointed out from work earlier today, is, Tuber, you pretty much have a good understanding of what I'm coming from. The rest of you guys, too. You know, 2020's been crazy with the stupid virus and other crazy crap on that. Up next is Harold Castro. He struck out his first time, he's 0 for 1. But yeah, the virus has been crazy, the stupid stuff has nothing compared, you know. If people would listen and stop what they're doing, maybe this virus would have not continued. But as long as we have the vaccines that can prevent the coronavirus, that won't be a problem at all. But I'm still waiting to have it. That's a strikeout looking, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. To the bottom of the 3rd. Game 1 in Detroit. Game 1 in Cleveland, excuse me. Indians 1, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Indians, back to the lineup. And Delano DeCiles Jr. popped out his first time, he's 0 for 1. Opponent's chat says resolutions are number 1, spend the rest of my life with my future fiancé, be a better bowler, softball player, spoil my niece or nephew, and number 5, be like Sam LaRusso and Cobra Kai. Exactly, baby. I will definitely take that. Besides,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
if any of you guys in the chat have resolutions, for 2021, anything. If you guys have any supporters that between any goals, jump in with Tuba and Running Egg.
And that misses 1-1.
We sir can help. They sir can help you. We can help you too. As long as people have to, as long as you guys stay connected, don't unsupport anybody. Don't let the birds bother any foolishness. That's all you have to do. There's also Netflix's Bridgerton ending's been explained. The only way I'll get to Netflix is Cobra Kai Season 3 is coming up in a couple of days. Remember guys, I'm off till Monday now. Gets under it, makes the Cats, 1 out for the Indians. Here's another one guys. TikTok has revealed the top 2020 trends. And it features plenty of cranberry juice. Now cranberry juice, I don't know if I've ever had that. Cesar Hernandez 0 for 1 but ground out his first time. I'll read the other one in the second tuber in just a minute. That'd be ground ball to right, gets under it defensively, throws the first, second out for the Indians. I'm gonna go ahead and look at now, and that'll bring up Jose Ramirez. You've been incredibly supportive to Tuba, and I appreciate that. Well, like I said, I mean, even though, here's the thing, Tuba, even though if I'm working and bust butt at work, even though I really don't jump into chat, I'm always welcome anytime I would like, and I always do. As of right now, I always do. Because you guys are always incredible, know how to grow how anybody can grow their channel. All they have to do is hit that red support button, hit that like button, go to somebody's video, and leave a good comment. Up top, 3-0. On deck is Famel Reyes, batting .212. He's on deck. And this article is according to Wesley LeBlanc. No thank you. 3-0 from the Strets. And that's a pop-up to home base. Foul territory to home. Gets to it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. We played 3 innings tonight, guys. We got the top of the 4th inning, game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 1, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers, third baseman number 46, applies in the chat, Samir Candelario. He's 0 for 1 with 5 out his first time in the ball game. There's also the review of final season of Vikings. Guess and check that out. I, for one, have not even seen the series, but I do know they actually bring some good content between that. But if I were to pick between that and Game of Thrones, I would prefer Game of Thrones because it's coming out of HBO, has its own DVDs between 7 to 8 seasons. The first time I've ever gotten started was when my family were watching the first 1 or 2 episodes back then. But I do know Peter Dingle was part of the cast in season 4, 5, and 6, I think. I can't remember. But I do know he's been in the silly holiday movie by the name of Elf. Between that, Will Ferrell, and I can't think of the other, city actors at this point. So I cannot recall. But it's a different idea. 2-2. And that'd be foul ball to home base, 2-2. So what's your plan for my channel, Tuber? You plan on getting up a little more higher standard? I mean, I hope it comes to something clear. And that's the first out for the Tigers. That's why everybody's part of the family for anything. Don't like any bad guys behind it. Then I'll bring up second baseman Jonathan Scope. Grounded out his first time, is 0 for 1. This August 6th, the Defiance of Destiny is up for pre-order. I'm not a big The Saga fan, but I do know it's only for the Switch. That I can really recall. Stalker 2 sells off, ends in gameplay. I don't know. It'd be a ground ball to center. And that will be a single. That's a single for the Tigers. Well, basically, Actually, Tuba, you hit me up with a real good question. I want to thank you so much for the question. If you have any questions, feel free to spit them out, guys, but between or what's next for my channel. Well, it all depends, really. But I'll bring up Will Castro, a sword. It's all for 1. Run our first one out. Well, I'm hoping to go a little more higher to make sure we don't have plenty of extra higher. Like I say, my goal is 1700, but I'm hoping to master more than that. You know, is the only 2 that can do that is you and Running Egg. The other 2, they don't give a crap what I do. All I know is one of them was trying to ban me and get me off of YouTube for good. I'm like, there's nothing the other 2 can do. I haven't done anything wrong between Discord or Twitter. I'm a special man. I'm 27. Gonna be 28 by next year. By this coming year, I'm June. You know.
Just off the outside that time.
But the highest views of this year, you guys understand this has been pretty good for me. The highest views I've ever had was 75 on Assassin's Creed. That's been real good. That'll be fireball to right. We're gonna race back, and it'll bounce off the wall. And that will be a double. That's a double for the Tigers. So you guys can check out the gameplay trailer. But as long as you and Running Egg can work together, you guys can bond to me anytime you like. I love you guys. You guys are always part of anything that anybody can try to be. As long as we put our mind to it together. Second and third, 1 out. You guys can check out Watch Dogs Legion tips and tricks for getting started. All I know is it's going to be a different level possibility once we get to 2021 for sure. That'll be CJ Kwan, number 26, first baseman, coming in. He doubled in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. There's also a black hole in the Milky Way galaxy that changes the color of nearby stars. To the bottom right, 1 and 1 on ball 1 strike. Now, the Milky Way, I remember learning when I was a kid. You know, between that and space, when there was like 8 to 9 planets. But it was way before my love and I knew each other. Isn't that right, Puddin'? And I think it's pretty much one of the good plans that I'm looking to do. But you and Running Egg can grant it as good as you can, out of love, caring, and a lot of respect between the family. That'd be ground ball to home, gets it the first, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Second and third will hold. What about you, honey? Anything for your channel? Dakota Jones 0 for 1 for line out and second and third, 2 outs. I'm definitely not reading that. Yes, the pitch by Seville. That'd be foul ball to left, 0-1. Ray Fisher says he will not work with DC Films President Walter Hamada again. Now this is not even close to being strange. To the right, 0-2. Okay, that's a long article between Justice League. I still have not seen that, but I have seen Batman for Superman for sure. At the bottom, that's ball 1, 1 and 2. Isaiah first, all of our games to watch in 2021, including Stalker 2 and the other game that's coming out too. 1 and 2. And that will be fly ball to left center and gets under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Your response to that, Tuber, for my pudding. Go to Bob in the 4th inning, game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 1, Tigers nothing. But the thing I do know about Resident Evil Villains, that is coming out for PS5. I will, maybe, probably not. I mean, I do know the game itself is going to be very interesting. But I don't know. I just think, I still have the other Resident Evil games in the past and present between 4, 5, and 6. But the most Resident Evil game that I can really recall, in my honest opinion, was Resident Evil 3 Villains. I mean, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Now, that game was really good. Due for the Indians is Mel Reyes, is 0 for 1. Like I said, that game was really good. I remember I had that game between the between the honesty between the few and the future for it. I mean, I do know, too, I'm pretty sure you've heard another thing about that, about Resident Evil. And the fact is, we are getting, most of us already understand that we're getting Resident Evil 4 for PS5. And as a remake, 2.0. But I heard a little bit of bits and pieces about that. I don't know if it's coming out next year, this coming year of 2021, I don't know, but it all depends. We foul ball to home base, 2-2. But despite on the side of things, you know, I'm still making my good hunts. As I told one of my love's resolutions earlier tonight, after I got off of work at 5, you know, is that I will stop at nothing. See what games I'm hoping to get, and I'm going to do my hardest. And that'll be fireball to mid, and that'll bounce off the wall. And that'll be a double. And that's a double for the Indians. Fifth double by Mel Reyes for the 8-9 Indians tonight. So I would expect a couple of interesting stuff for Resident Evil Villains. And that is the 8th game installment, guys. That's the way it has to be. But on second, nobody out. At the bottom, 1-0. And that'll bring up Dust Naylor, the ace number 31 on the Susie. He's singled, had a run, he's 1 for 1. Someone added real-time ray tracing to the Super NES games. Now that is a little bit suspicious, I think. Foul ball to home base, 1-1. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get this article too. Hold on. 1-1. And that will be fireball to right center. We're gonna get under it and makes a good catch. And that's the first out for the Indians. Run of second goes to third. Okay, guys, according to Adam Bankhurst, ray tracing is one of the biggest. Here's the guys, it's one of the biggest advancements in gaming technology, and it's utilized by high-end PCs, which is the PS5, both Xbox X and S. And also, guys, some other Super Nintendo games thanks to one incredible modder. Get to that in a second. Went to a third, 1 out. At the bottom, 0-1. Now the thing about ray tracing, guys, is it's a rendering technique that simulates the way light bounces off objects. Now, have any of you in the chat heard of that game between the classics? 0-2. Foul ball to home base, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. I mean, I for one have never played a game like that. I don't know if the game is city or not. But I don't know if I would actually care less behind that. I don't know. It all depends. And that'll be foul ball to right, 0-2. Ronnie Rojo to third. To left, 1-2. Now the thing about this, guys, is we can create much more realistic shadows, reflections, and lighting effects. 1-2. And that'll be fireball to center. Gets under it defensively, makes the catch, and that's the second out for the Indians. And third, we're going to go to home, and he got it. And as it's now 2-0 Indians, bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, game 1 in Cleveland. I forgive it, Tuber. You can welcome back anytime you like. I'm always part of your group and running it together. Tyler Knockman's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. 2-0 Indians, bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, game 1 in Cleveland. Tone ball from the stretch. Left, 1-0. But, have a good night, Tubu. I will see you live in a couple days. By, the 1st. But I will be with Running Egg tomorrow. As far as I know. What's the chat's gonna be having more entertainment on that. So, you guys can check this game out. Part of Super NES. As it was the top 100 best Super NES games of all time. I, for one, haven't played a significant game of that. Because I haven't. I really haven't at this point. 2-1 from the stretch.
What's going on?
Foul ball to right, 2-2. What's up, that side? How you doing?
Here it comes.
But we'll see how it's going to go. That'd be fly ball to right center. Gets under it, makes it back, and it's gone. First home run of his career, Tyron Nocklin. Solo shot to right center field. Oh my goodness. That is the right center, guys. And it's now 3-0 Indians. Bottom of the 4th. Game 1 in Cleveland. So, what's he been up to today, that side? Like I said, work was good. But the good thing is, I don't have to be back till Monday. I am a lucky man. I'm always a significant lucky man, as it should be. Well, my opponent will be back in a little bit. We also had Cyberpunk 2077, Panam Romance Guide. Well, you guys are getting Cyberpunk tomorrow. But you guys, like I said, no Assassin's Creed tonight, next Tuesday and Wednesdays, by next week. That'll bring up Carlos Santana. He's 1-for-1 for ribby and a single. 3-0 Indians, bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, game 1 in Cleveland. Turn ball from the Strats. But it's all good. Foul ball to home base, 0-2. How to unlock all 5 endings in Cyberpunk. I've won him not in that part yet. I'm still taking my time every Thursday and Friday, so it's no big deal. That'll be ground ball to left, and that's a fair ball to left center. It's a little off the wall quite a bit, and that'll be a double. That's a double for the Indians. 5th double by Carlos Santana for the A9 Indians tonight. There's also a Earthrise review of Transformers War for Cybertron. I have not seen it. So let's see how it's going to not appeal. Let's look at IGN's Podcast Beyond plays Bloodborne. Now, I remember playing Bloodborne for PS4. That game was a little more magnificent. The graphics were good. But you've heard of a game called Bloodborne, correct? That side? Sandy Leon's 0-for-1, pop out in second. But on second, 2 outs. I mean, Bloodborne was pretty good on the schedule. Way before I started the format between that previous console. 1-1. And that would be pop-up. Foul territory to left. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. We play 4 innings tonight, guys. Game 1 in Cleveland. Go to the top of the 5th inning. Indians 3, Tigers nothing. Yeah, that's true. One last article for the night, guys. The U.S. government apparently has 180 days to reveal what it knows about UFOs. It's like knowing what Omega-13 is on Galaxy Quest. Everybody knows what that could do. I'm not going to even try to develop that on that story involving UFOs, so I don't know much on that. To off for the Tigers to be Jorge Bonifacio, still form for strikeout in second. Guys can see yourselves, news. Not as much, but you guys will have more in the morning. Excuse me. But I will be with 1-8 tomorrow and Tuber on Thursday. For some good stuff behind it. See if there's anything else that can be not much compiling. 0-2. To left, 1-2. No ball, 2 strikes. Cavell from the threats. Up top, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miles per hour tonight, guys, 88%. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. Can't get there too quick, guys. That's the first out for the Tigers. I was going to mention baseball projects. Oh yeah, the thing about baseball projects is, it's like people have not seen anything. People have seen anything that's been amazing. Like say, people do plenty of baseball projects. Like say, whatever Red Sox fans have been doing, Ron's been doing, RZL, which I actually did support him earlier this week. But have you seen any baseball projects with Cards and Dice, that site? Well, I know a lot of you guys in the chat, or outside the chat, have seen it. The way Stratomatic Baseball goes, it's pretty much a PC opportunity. I'm planning on maybe getting to some of that, probably sometime next year. once I get the tax time and get a computer or a laptop soon. Well, we'll see. That's the second out for the Tigers. Back to the lineup, here comes Victor Reyes, center fielder, number 22. The single on his first time is 1 for 2. Rays 4, Phillies 2, Brewers 1, and Milwaukee. That'll be foul ball to left, 0-1. The thing about my good old friend, the one I haven't spoke to for a while, since he's been at work, is Al Red Sox fan. Now he actually does pretty good stuff between PC. He does Glory Boxing. This is actually the old days of boxing. He does some good baseball stuff, but I actually known him for a good part of my entire life. And it's like, people can't believe that they're actually witnessing this or actually doing this. Throws to first, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 3, Tigers nothing. But here's the thing. If I were to do some Stratomatic baseball, do you think I could... That's right, do you think it wouldn't be a problem if I were to go live in the chat for it? I mean, I think it would be very interesting for a lot of you guys in the chat, if it's a possibility. I mean, I've never played a PC baseball game, though. But I do know there's plenty of views to go through. Between out of 30 baseball teams, you know, and I think the way I look at RGL's channel, he's been working on some good payoff pits, inside pits, you know, whatever's more interesting. And that's a strikeout. First out for the Indians. All I know is the videos have been quite good between, and I also do see Dave Gardner play some PC sports at this point. Especially when it comes to post-strategy football. But I've seen plenty of people, like say, Red Sox fan of Dave Gardner. Ron, I am not 100% sure. Cesar Hernandez is over 2 with 2 ground outs. All I know is people cannot believe how they're doing this. And I think it's interesting how a lot of people can tune in, and it's called from second base. That's the second out for the Indians. All I know is it's very interesting, entertaining between baseball projects. Jose Ramirez 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. I mean, if I were to jump into that, guys, you guys would be a little bit of shock that I would be doing it. I mean, I would like nothing more if I were to jump into that in the future. It all depends, but it all depends what days I would be doing it, but not right now. Not right now. I have a couple of good fists to fry. 0-2. That'd be foul ball to right. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. At the bottom, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Joe Ball has given up 23 balls, 63 strikes, total of 86. 1 ball, 2 strikes from the stretch. And that'll be fire ball to right center field. Gets under it defensively, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Go to the top of the 6th inning, game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 3, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers will be Harold Castro, DH, number 30. He had 2 strikeouts, over 2. 5 of 10 Tigers, we're going to find some rhythm and a bit of balance between itself, between the bat. I would probably get some good views in the future if I did some online baseball on anything that's creative. The ground ball to second, picks it up, goes to first, and that's a single. That's a single for the Tigers. Between an inside or outside look. Trivia tricks, I've never heard any crap about that game at all. I haven't. But at first, nobody out. Gets a sign down, Cavale from the stretch. And I also look at, what do you call it, Utah Mike, aka Sports Time Machine. He actually does some good stuff on his channel. He does, when it comes to college football or NFL talents for the 1989 season. His stuff is really good. And that's a double play, I think. And that's the second out for the Tigers. Here comes Jonathan Scope, number 8, second baseman. He's 1 for 2, with a single in the 4th inning. 5 for 10 Tigers, we're going to find its rhythm, catch a little more speed. Well, we'll see what happens. Baseball would be a good surprise for on a laptop. When it comes to Stratomatic, when it comes to getting baseball board games on Amazon, that would be something. That would really be something, guys. But it all depends. The ball's 1 strike. But I'm not going to rush into that right now. I just think it would be a good other option if I'm not busy. 1-1. Foul ball to right, 1-2. Dead side, are you still here? And that'll be called from third base. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 3, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Indians, number 32, right fielder, coming in. Famel Reyes. 1 for 2 with a run and a double. How are we doing on time tonight, guys? Oh, we're actually almost good at standard. So we have different pitcher coming in. It's coming in between the other. So coming in. On the mound for the 5 and 10 Tigers will be Zoran Zimmerman. Against 4th game appearance, 1-0 record, 4.50 ERA. First pitch by Zimmerman. At the bottom, 0-1. Yeah, payoff pitch has been recognized. I've seen Sports Time Machine and Kiyuto Mike work on a good project for that. I have not seen him do Yankee baseball or other stuff between Stratomatic. It's been a while. That's a ground ball to second, and that would be a double. That is a double for the Indians. 6-0 by Famel Reyes for the 8-9 Indians tonight. I mean, I just think it would be a better option, but it all depends. As long as anybody is looking to see what anybody's looking after, so. That'll bring up Josh Naylor, DH, number 31. He singled, had a run, he's 1 for 2. Runner at second, nobody out. Gets signed down. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to home base, 0-1.
Ready with the 0-1.
To the right, 1-1. Send a message to my opponent real quick. And that'll be fly ball to center. Gets under it and makes a diving catch. That's the first out for the Indians. When the second goes to third. Holy cow. As you know what they say between any commentators, guys, in the chat. Gets under the ball and makes a spectacular catch. That's more honorable. Here comes shortstop number 12, Francisco Lindor. Had a ribby, singled, and 1 for 1. One out second, 1 out.
First offering on its way.
To the left, 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there.
But I still think it would be a little more exciting if I were to do some a couple of baseball projects. I mean, if I were to think of two, well, more than likely it would be hold on, ground ball to second, and that would be an RBI single. As it's now 4-0 Indians. Bottom of 6, 1 out, run at first. Game 1 in Cleveland. But I think it would be interesting to see how it's going to throw something out there. Oh, you are part of Tube at Dead Site? How many people have been in your channel? How many people have been in there? Be precise. What should I say? In the words of Brian Mills.
Here it is.
At the bottom,
In there,
0-1.
strike one.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Well, how many people have been in your channel? Be precise. Any ideas? Ground ball at the center again.
For a base hit.
And that'll be a
Second
single.
of the ball game.
And that's a single for the Indians.
There's a hard hit ground ball.
But yeah, how many people were there? Be precise.
Single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
That's another replay going down the field, so guys. Not a down the drain. First and second, 1 out.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana.
And that would be ground ball to right again. And that would be an RBI single. As it's now 5-0 Indians. Bottom of
But
the
why
6th.
do they want people like that where they only think of people as
First and second, 1 out. Game 1 in Cleveland.
Looking to hit right out the get.
I'll get to the comment in a second. Buddy, hold on.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had hashtag
A few people, but why would I want people like that? Well, they only think of people as numbers they grill themselves. Right?
In now, Sandy Leon.
That'd be ground ball to center field again, guys. Ground ball to center again. And that will be
Now the relay home.
an RBI single.
And not in time.
It is now 6-0 Indians. Bottom of the 6th. First and second, 1 out.
Looked like there was
Holy cow, guys. Look at it again.
good job of base running, rounding third, making sure that he was able
Oh,
to get in
wow.
and score.
This is always one I wonder why a third base coach doesn't sit.
Especially if any team tries to get worse and tries to get a better lead. Here comes Solano the Seals Jr. Back to the lineup. Struck out in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 3. First and second, 1 out. 6-0 Indians. Bottom of the 6th. Game 1 in Cleveland. Between the other.
First offering on its way.
Up top, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike in the chat. And that'll be ground ball to center field again.
Santana.
Oh my goodness. And that'll be another RBI single.
As the lead swells
As
to
it's now 7-0 Indians. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. First and second. Game 1 in Cleveland.
really why say
I mean, really, why are they from Tuba? When I don't give a damn. Well, I have no clue.
into the
I have no
box
clue,
now,
buddy.
Cesar Hernandez.
I mean, did you try talking to them?
Corner at the knees, it's strike
Or
one.
did you not have a conversation?
Knock here, 0 for 3.
Cesar Hernandez 0 for 3 for lineout in the 5th inning. Oh, wait a minute. What did you tell the field that were in your chat?
Way inside
I mean, what did you actually
the
tell
easy
them?
take there.
Hey, this is
That's
one
what
of
I
those
wanna know.
outings as
Want
a
to know,
reliever.
for
Just
sure.
have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
1 ball, 1 strike
Here
from
in
the
this
stretch.
half inning. 2 balls and
The
a
bottom,
strike to
2 and
Cesar
1.
Hernandez.
Has to be a challenge.
But yeah, my pun's phone has died again. So he is planning on getting a new phone in after she gets a real good job. But see, I'm pretty sure she will get one
Set and the
soon.
2-1 pitch.
Up top, 3-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated.
On deck is Jose Ramirez batting 220. He is on deck.
I messaged them back, but not a thing.
As long as it creates not bad of a message on that.
one of my
Hold on, I'll look at the comments in a second.
Here's the 3-1.
That would be fly ball to center and makes a good catch. That's the second out for the Indians. First and second will hold. Let me look at it. Let me look at what you typed. I messaged him back, but not a thing back. It was not on my chat. It was a comment on one of my videos. Oh, okay. So Ramirez 0 for 3 for fly out in the 5th inning. First and second, 2 outs.
Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the
But yeah, at least you're telling them the truth
Absolutely
at this
set
point.
that lineup on fire.
Telling them how you feel.
Bail out Michael Brantley and the production.
And let me ask you that site. How do you really feel? 2-0. Bottom, 2-1.
Well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Anybody has a bad or good feeling about commenting in somebody's videos? I'm guessing a couple of them are actually trying to be friendly. But something out of respect. Found ball to home base, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit weekly
That'd be
right
ground ball back to the mound, picks it up, throws the
in
first.
time, and they stop
and the inning
leading
is
as the side
over.
is retired. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland.
Game 1 in
again.
Cleveland. Go to the top of the 7th inning.
MLB Network. Right after
Indians
this.
7, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers will be at number 49, Roy Castro. It's 1 for 2 with a double in the 4th inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs.
Gets a sign down, Cavell from the Threats.
Perfect time for this leadoff guy.
At the bottom,
to try to
1 ball,
get
no
on base and
strikes.
ignite a rally.
Ball 1 to start the
Well, like I said, a couple of them would try to be friendly to your channel or something. That's my guess.
Chopper to
That'd be ground ball close to second. It's under it, and that's a single. That's a single for the Tigers. It's going on the base hit.
You know, D-Roll,
How I feel they don't watch my videos, it does my head in when people say, oh, I give you a full watch and for this BS as it show me.
Hold on, I'll get to the right track in a second, that side. Give me a moment. First, nobody out. Up top, 1-0. Okay, how I feel, they don't watch my videos. It does,
You take them when you can get them.
He's working on a
I don't watch my videos. It does in my head. Hold on, I'm not even done with the comments yet. That'd be fly ball to mid left. We're racing back, and that'll bounce off the wall. And that will be a double. That's a double for the Tigers. And I give you a full once, saying, oh, I give you a full once. And that is BS, as it's so many how long people want, and I said, they don't care about growing themselves, so what good is that? Well, I don't know. I mean, people are just trying to get their channels back up there. That would be my guess. It's like, anybody choose whatever they want to do, or what's next for the channel, you know? It's like anybody from a different perspective has to choose what they want to do, if they want their channel to grow, or what's next for their channel on YouTube. I mean, anybody has the last word or anything. Correct that site? At the bottom, 0-2. But if people feel good or feel bad about not getting enough views, not getting enough supporters, which all people have to do, I'm going to repeat this again, I'll tell you in a minute. It's the bottom, 1-2. But I'll say it again. Said this earlier, I'll say it again. The only way people can get support and want support is if they hit that red support button, hit that like button, comment on somebody's video, and make it so it's a good comment and not have any stupidity on the comment. 2-2 from the Threats. At the bottom, 3-2. On deck is Jorge Bonifacio, batting .235. He's on deck. Then do the work for it. Don't beg. It's my head seeing people begging from supporters. Exactly. Whether people are being trolls or just trying to have you support them or something. And that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers. Well, I know is people can feel like whatever they want to do, you know. It's more than anything. Jorge Bonifacio's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Second and third, 1 out. I'll tell you in a second, guys. A little bit of my ass already. But you understand what I'm getting at, correct? That side? Wrong. In my honest, serious opinion, what do you think? 1 ball, 1 strike, Cavell from the Threats. That's like I said earlier. If anybody wants support, all they have to do is go to somebody's video. Watch the video in full. Hit that like button. Bottom, that's a strikeout. Out number 2 for the Tigers. Second and third will hold. I mean, I don't see any other people trying to beg for support. They understand what the guidelines are on YouTube. And does anybody follow anything in real life? No. That's just choose to do because it's a free country or anything.
At the plate now, Jake Rogers.
At the bottom, 1 ball, no strikes. That brings up next Jake Rogers, the catcher, number 34. Thrown out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. And that will be fly ball to left and makes a very good catch. And the side is retired. To the bottom of the 7th inning, Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 7, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Indians will be number 32, right fielder for Mel Reyes. He has 2 runs, 2 doubles, and 2 for 3. See, hold on. See, I want to get to know people before I do anything like support or anything. Well, people always need to look into any channel, see what people have been working on, what kind of videos that they're doing, and what people like to do on their videos. You see what I'm getting at that side? And that's the first out for the Indians. It's like, as long as somebody makes a good comment, people can try to tell them a little bit about themselves before supporting that person. It's like if anybody does not know enough about that person, how do people on YouTube in somebody's chat if they don't know who they are? But if it's a stranger, stalker, or a stupid troll at this point, it's like, do they give a crap? Not a whole lot. The ball, 2 strikes. That'd be a ground ball to right center. It's under it, and that's a single. And that's a single for the Indians. But as long as we put our mind to it together, that's what's going to matter down to the end. To the bottom, 0-1. It'll bring up Francisco Lindor, number 12, shortstop. 2 RBIs, 2 singles, had a run. He's 2 for 2.
Runners on first with 1 down.
Runner first, 1 out. That'll be a ground ball to right again. Holy cow. That's a single. That's a single for the Indians. Oh my goodness. First and second, 1 out. At the bottom, ground ball to second, gets it to second. And throws the first double play, side is retired. We go to top of the 8th inning, guys. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 7, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers to be center fielder number 22, Victor Reyes. He's 1 for 3. Pitch by Cavale. At the bottom, 1-0. D-backs 3, Pirates 2. Attendance tonight, guys, 11,475. And that'd be ground ball to center field. Skip second. And that's a single. It's a single for the Tigers. And that's my true and honest opinion between that column right there. Cavale's given up 8 hits, 9 strikeouts, total of 96 pitches for the A9 Indians tonight. Runner first, nobody out.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro.
At the bottom, 1-0. Next is Harold Castro, D8, number 30, 1 for 3 of a single in the 6th inning. Runner looking to steal second. 1-0 from the stretch.
Runner goes for second.
And that'll be fly ball to center. And that will be tagged, and that's a double play. 2 outs for the Tigers. Here comes Samir Candelario, third baseman, number 46. Grounded in the 6th inning, it's 0 for 3. What's up, Connor? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, buddy. How are you? At the bottom, 0-1. I don't know if he actually left a like or anything. Not real, sir. The right, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, okay, that's good. So hit that like button, buddy. That would be, look like a good hit. Foul ball to right, 1-2. So, what's he been up to tonight, Connor? At the bottom, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's almost any rifle example between that channel. And that'll be ground ball to second. Gets under it, throws to first, and the side is retired.
this side is retired.
3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 7, Tigers nothing. Due up next for the Indians.
He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Is Carlos Santana, first baseman, number 41. 3 for 3 with 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a double.
Infield in the overshift.
What team are you?
That'll be ground ball to right center. Any team that's a little more manageable between any sports figure. That's the first out for the Indians. It's 1 of 2, buddy. Here comes Sandy Leon, number 9, the catcher. Singled had a ribby, is 1 for 3.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball.
That'll be ground ball across to the right. It's under it, gets the first base, second out for the Indians.
That's a tough play.
That'll bring up Delano DeSiel Jr. back to the lineup. 1 for 4 for Ribby and a single.
Singled homer run in his last time up. Zimmerman steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch.
At the bottom, look like a little more of a tech, but you can't get there too quick. Between any team. Astros 7, Rays 4 in Tampa. Zimmerman from the stretch. That'd be foul ball to left. That's a souvenir. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
At the top, 1 and 2. No ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zimmerman from the stretch. And sex swing on that, and that's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angels 3, Marlins nothing in Miami. To the right, 3 and 2. Up next is Cesar Hernandez batting .250. It's on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zimmerman from the stretch. And that's foul ball to right, 3 and 2.
Look out over there. Once again a 3-2.
And that's ball 4. First walk by Zoran Zimmerman as he walks to Seal Jr. for the A9 Indians tonight. Between a different structure. Comes Cesar Hernandez, 0 for 4 for line out in the 6th inning. Lost the first bottle, all outs. Between a kid or something. Foul ball to left, 0 and 1. Runner first, 2 outs. Up top, 0 and 2. Cubs 10, Orioles 6 in Baltimore. There'll be a call from first base, and the side is retired. We play 8 innings tonight, guys. Stretch out, top of the 9th. Game 1 in Cleveland. Indians 7, Tigers nothing. Due up for the, on the mound for the 8-5 Indians tonight will be Nick Wingren. Now check this out, guys. Against 12 game appearance, has an 0-1 record, with a 2.92 ERA, twin structure, and due up for the Tigers. Between second baseman number 8, Jonathan Scope. He's single in the 4th inning, he's 1 for 3. But thinking about any team that's so far tonight, Connor, when it comes to managing. 5 and 10 in, Tigers really to get some real stuff going. From the threats.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first
up top, 0 and 1. Outs. Any team's trying to get a little more inside between the other.
But maybe he's just trying to.
You want to talk about different comments between a bottle, not for the king.
Pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1 and 1.
Not going to even try to guess on that. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. From the stretch.
Now here's the pitch.
To the right, 2 and 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Twins 5. Blue Jays 2 in Toronto.
If he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer.
In a different country between the zones a little bit.
Now the 2-1 is
and in the middle, that's 2 and 2. Any team is trying to get a little something wise, trying to get a little Little extra normal and speed on that.
The 2-2 is
At the bottom, that's a
strike
strikeout.
three.
First out for the Tigers.
And there are the
Hold
final
on.
numbers for the Indian starter. He was great all night long.
What are my ears again, guys? Hold on. Okay, there we go. He has some 9 strikes, 9 strikeouts, 103 pitches. What grand from the stretch.
So now to the plate, number 49.
At the bottom, 1 ball, no strikes. That brings up next, Will Castro, shortstop. Had a double, had a single, 2 for 3. Any team is trying to get larger and trying to get something big coming in.
The 1-0.
Foul ball to home base, 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Okay, that's better. 1-1 from the stretch. Up top, 1-2. Holy cow. Any team is looking to master something behind that ball. Has to be. To the right, another strikeout. Second out for the Tigers. The Tigers are down with their final out. D-backs 5, Pirates 2 in Arizona. Anybody's trying to get something for him, but not as much dig out of a little bit. Bottom 1-0. Last chance for the Tigers will be first baseman number 26, CJ Cron. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Any team on a player is trying to get something going.
Now here it comes.
And that would be fly ball to right and makes the catch. And the Tigers are now 5-11 of the season. Losing to the Indians up to 9-9 of the season. In Game 1 in Cleveland. Holy cow, guys. Any team is not on its good side and it's not on its good terms. Trying to get some good hits, but doesn't throw for a whole lot of runs that much, I would assume. So in Game 1 in Cleveland, guys, for the 5-11 Tigers, a couple of good things out of that. Seems like Cron had 2 doubles, 2 for 4. The Reyes had a strikeout, 2 for 4. Luke Castro has 2 for 4 with a double. And Johnson Scope 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Taking Game 1 in Cleveland for the 9-9 Indians. Tyler Naquin had a solo shot, 2 for 4. Carlos Santana had a double, 2 RBIs, 3 for 4. Ramel Reyes had 2 doubles. And Francisco Lindor had a good game, 2 RBIs, 3 for 3. In the books. So the Indians go up to 9-9. Game 1 in Cleveland over the Tigers. To 5-11 of the season, 7-0 shutout. 14 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and 0 errors between any team that's trying to get something obvious doesn't get it at the right time. So the Tigers are 5-11 of the season. Going to simulate that. As far as the other teams go, we'll get to that in a moment. By keeping the connect between most of us in the chat. See if there's anything else real quick. As long as there's no stands. Let me see. Okay, we're good. Other teams, guys, we'll start the first one. We've got the Cubs over the Orioles by 4 runs in Baltimore. In the St. Louis, Maryland, final score by 4 runs, 10-6. After 9 innings, 16 hits with 0 errors, 14 hits with 2 errors. Hendricks for the second win. The Nationals win by 2. After 10 innings between any good game between the teams. Over the Mariners in Seattle. 4-2. 8 hits, no errors, 5 hits, and no errors. Doolittle's first win, Harris' first save. The Angels make something smart by 3 runs by 9 innings over the Marlins of Miami. 3-0 shutout, 7 hits, no errors, 4 hits, and 0 errors. Haney, the third win. The Reds, by 3 runs by 9 innings over the Giants at Cincinnati. By 3 runs after 9 innings, 4-1, 7 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and 1 error. Trevor Bell was 4th win, Bradley was 2nd save. between the other.
The Diamondbacks
The Twins won by 3 by 9 innings over the Blue Jays in Toronto. But that's 3 runs tonight, guys, after 9 innings. 5-2, 10 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and no errors. For Merrill's second win, Duffy was 5th save. My battery is going to be charged after this. The Astros win a nail-biter by 9 innings by 2 runs over the Rays in Tampa. By 2 runs tonight, after 9 innings, 9-7. 12 hits, no errors, 12 hits, and 1 error. St. Greinke was 4th win. Asuna was 5th save for the credibility. The Braves win by 9 runs over the Go-Go Mets in New York City. As you told Mike, aka Sports Time Machine, can call that. I don't know when he's going back to Stratomatic baseball, though. Between payoff pits or inside pits, though. So that'll be in the future, hopefully. 9-0 shutout, 8 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and 0 errors. Cole Hamels' second win. The Phillies win by 5 over the Brewers in Milwaukee by 9 after 9 innings by 5 runs. Final score completely 7-2. 7 hits, 1 error, 5 hits, and 2 errors between the other. Morgan was very first win. The White Sox scratched in by 1 over the Royals in Kansas City. After 9 innings tonight, by 1 run, 5-4, 11 hits together, and no errors between the other teams. Teams on that. Okay, guys, Cutillo's second win. Bummer was 5th save. The Rangers stretched a little bit quick by 1 after 13 straight consecutive innings over the Yankees and Texas. By 1 run between a good matchup. 7-6, 14 hits together. 3 hits, 1 error between the two. Allard was very first win. The D-backs win by 6 over the Pirates in Arizona. By 6 runs after 9 innings, 10-4. 10 hits, 1 error, 6 hits with 3 errors. Smith was very first win. The Red Sox won by 3 over the Athletics in Oakland by 3 runs after 9 innings. 9-6 by 3. 12 hits, 0 errors, 9 hits, and 1 error. Perez was very first win. Barnes was 5th save. The Dodgers stretched quick by 2 runs over the Cardinals and Los Angeles. Final score by 2 runs, 8-6. 10 hits, 1 error, 12 hits, and no errors. David Price was first win. Jansen was 4th save. And the Padres won by 4 after 9 innings over the Rockies in San Diego. Final score of that one, guys, 4-0. Shutout, 7 hits, 1 no errors, 6 hits, and 1 error. Clevenger was 3rd win. So the next time you guys will see baseball, we'll be back Saturday. As you guys already understand, I am off till Monday. And what's Cobra Kai Season 3 is my Friday on Netflix. That'll be the very first day of 2021. Like I said, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be back next Tuesday and Wednesdays, because I'm off those 2 every week. But it should be okay. I just need much extra break behind that. So till Saturday morning, it'll be Game 2 in Cleveland. As there will be the 5-11 Tigers taking on 9-9 Indians. In Game 2 in Cleveland by Saturday morning, guys, on the mound for the 5-11 Tigers will be Tyler Skubal. Has an 0-2 win-loss record. 17 strikeouts with a 4.50 ERA. And on the mound for the 9-9 Indians will be Carlos Carrasco. 2-1 win-loss record, 21 strikeouts for 3.63 ERA. Between run average. Other teams for Saturday morning, not as much. We'll look into it right now. Athletics take on the Red Sox in Oakland. Houck 1-1 with a 4.80 ERA versus Luzardo with a 2.41 ERA. Rangers take on the Yankees in Texas. Tanaka 1-0, 3.14 ERA versus Kyle Gibson with a 5.1 ERA. The Cubbies take on the Orioles in Baltimore. It's on Lester 3-0. And for 1.59 ERA versus Cobb with a 3.43 ERA. Between the periods, between the numbers, between Hunterscombe and the other two in the back. Angels take on the Marlins in Miami. Canning 3-0 for 2.45 ERA versus Yamamoto with 3.50 ERA. For Ron Davids. Giants take on the Reds in Cincinnati. Sonny Cueto 0-2 with a 5.02 ERA versus Castillo with a 2.50 ERA. Periods or no periods between the points between the Irvine averages. Keep it standard and smart between normal. They take on the Twins in Toronto. Dubnik 0-1 with a 4.09 ERA versus Pearson with a 2.37 ERA. Rays take on the Astros in Tampa. McCoy Jr. 1-1 with 3.38 ERA versus Yarborough for 2.37 ERA. Crossover between the different pitcher on the team keeps it good and practice. Braves take on the Mets in New York City. Hernandez 0-2 for an 8.53 ERA versus Syndergaard with 6.19 ERA. Run average, as always, guys, between a baseball term. Phillies take on the Brewers in Milwaukee. Howard 0-2, 5.06 ERA versus Small with a 4.63 ERA. The Royals take on the White Sox and Kansas City. Dunning 1-1 with 3.72 ERA versus Duffy with a 1.89 ERA. Run average together, guys. Run average between the few and the chat. Pirates take on the D-backs in Arizona. Chris Archer 0-2, 6.92 ERA versus Martin with a 11.12 ERA. Excuse me. Cardinals take on the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Miles McCullough 0-2 with a 4.42 ERA versus Uranus for 3.18 ERA. And real quick, guys, and the Rockies take on the Padres in San Diego. Sanzadua 1-2 for 92 ERA versus Zach Davies for 3.26 ERA. Periods over no periods. Before we wrap things up tonight, guys, we're going to get some standings real quick. We're going to start with the American League Central in the chat. Between all together with Running Egg and Tuba. I am always associated with the two. We're saying connected all together. The American League Central. 2 wins for the 11-7 Twins. 3 wins in a row for the 10-7 Indians. 10-7 White Sox, excuse me. 1 win for the 9-9 Indians. Only a game and a half back of the 10-7 White Sox. Hold on a second, I'm going to get a message going real quick. No, not morning. There we go. 4 losses for the 8-9 Royals. And 3 losses, still beginning of the season, for the 5-11 Tigers. American League West, a little more hot and term. 7 wins in a row for the 13-4 Astros. 3 wins for the 12-5 Angels, only 1 game behind the 13-4 Angels. 2 losses each by the 10-9 Mariners, the 5-13 Athletics. Finally a win for the 2-15 Rangers, trailed by 2.5 games of the 5-13 Athletics in the American League West. And then National League East tonight. 1 loss for the 10-8 Marlins, 2 wins each for the 9-9 Phillies, 9-10 Braves, and 8-9 Nationals. And 2 losses for the 4-13 Mets. 4 games behind the 8-9 Nationals. Between everything early. And the National League Central, still very hot too. 5 wins in a row. 5-game winning streak for the 15-2 Chicago Cubs. I had 5.5 games over the team that won 2 games for the 9-7 Reds. 3 losses for the 8-9 Brewers. 8 losses for the 6-11 Cardinals, and 5 losses for the 5-12 Pittsburgh Pirates. Still early. And the National League West, still very hot too. 9 wins in a row. Calling it standard, guys. 9 wins in a row for the 16-1 Los Angeles Dodgers. And by 5 games of 1 win for the 11-6 San Diego Padres. 1 win for the 9-9 Diamondbacks. Trailed by 2.5 games behind 11-6 Padres. Between any team that's pretty hot between in a format. 1 loss seeds for the 7-9 Rockies and 6-11 Giants. Last but not least, guys, before we go, in the American League East. 1 loss for the 14-4 Yankees. 2 wins for the 11-8 Red Sox. Trailing 3.5 games back of the 14-4 Yankees. 2 losses for the 9-9 Rays. 1 loss for the 6-11 Orioles, and 2 losses for the 4-14 Toronto Blue Jays. I'll tell you guys what's going to happen here on in and here out for this week. So I'm off till Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Tell you guys in a second. See how we're doing on time between its glimpse. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me tonight. Assassin's Creed will be back next Tuesday and Wednesday, same time, same channel. I would have done a new episode earlier tonight, but I just feel like I just needed a break. I will be back tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. You guys will. Well, the thing for tomorrow is it's the final day of 2020. I don't know. I think I can do an hour and 40 tomorrow between. I did tell you guys earlier this week, back on Monday, you guys would have a new episode, another episode of Watch Dogs Legion. I will probably do it tomorrow. I will probably do that tomorrow by the time I do a new episode of Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk will be in the morning, Legion will be tomorrow night. If I do an hour and 40 between 1 of 2, that will increase the watch time there. Friday. Friday, you guys will have. Friday, if it's Thursday, Friday, it's Cyberpunk. And then Friday night, I don't know. It all depends. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Saturday and Sundays. Remember, every Saturday and Sundays. You guys get new episodes of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then Saturday morning will be baseball between that. So we'll see what happens between that. You guys can get your questions as good as you guys can. If you want to catch more MLB 20, next time you guys will see it will be Saturday morning. Every 1 to 2 days a week, managing the 5-11 Tigers. Be sure to hit that red support button, guys. Hit that like button. You guys are new or not new in the channel. Between the two groups, I'm always forevermore in. And that would be Running Egg. I will be with Running Egg tomorrow. I will be in with them tomorrow. It doesn't start till around 1 o'clock, so. Tuber is not going live tomorrow. Friday. Friday in the afternoon. Remember, guys, I'm off till Monday, so I'm pretty much good. I'm a lucky man. But stay connected. The more we all combined, the more we grow, stay connected. To make sure we don't have another purse off of YouTube, guys. That's all we have to do. As long as all of you guys are part of the family, everybody's part of the family together. It's the more we all bring in, the more we can try to connect between each other. It's family. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter. It's Zach Dawson, 824-65600. You guys can send me your first and last name information on that, and all 2 words in one, towards on Twitter. Do the chat if you like. So we're going to follow each other, share me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment for Twitter. You guys can also say hi to me on Discord, same forum on that. By sending me a friend request, set Saturday time you guys like for any resolutions you guys have for 2021, or anything exciting that you're excited to see for PS5. Black Ops Cold War will be premiering next week, by the end of next week. So we'll see how that's going to fit between if I should be able to get rid of White Sox Legion by then or wait, see whatever happens once we get 2021 under control behind that in the schedule. I'm still doing 5 instead of 6, so it all depends. We also, guys, watch our videos in full. We like them, share them, tweet them out. It's always important, guys. Stay connected. Add it to a playlist. Never ask for support back. And if there's anybody in the chat that would have came in frequently between any other stuff that you guys want to discuss, you guys can tell me in the chat. I'm off till Monday between that. Remember, guys, only Discord and Twitter. Stay connected all together. Make sure nothing happens between our channel. Guys can vote Aladdin at 30, Grace Summon at 13. But alrighty, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me tonight. I will be back in the morning for some Cyberpunk. And then tomorrow night, guys, White Sox Legion. I'll probably do an hour and 40, possibly. But alrighty, guys, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I will be back in the morning for some Cyberpunk. I want to say thank you, Connor. Keep up good work, buddy. I will see you in the morning, guys, for that. Thank you, Deadside. Keep up good work between the advice and respect. Thank you, Tuber. Keep up good work, my man. I will be in your chat, so we can actually discuss if there's anything between my channel, since I did discuss it earlier tonight. Thank you, baby. I love you. I will call you at 10. That's the final answer. Thank you, White Wolf, for coming in after a while, aka Craze Kev. Also like to thank Mini Eddie from Tuba. You're always welcome back anytime you like, buddy. As long as it's more anything that's more creative. But alrighty, guys, have a good night. I will be back in the morning for some Cyberpunk, same time, same channel. Fade out. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. And I will see you in the morning for some Cyberpunk, same time, same channel in the morning. And then White Sox Legion will be tomorrow night. You guys have a good night. Stay safe, stay warm. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'll see you in the morning, guys. Stay safe.